I'm waiting for the other ads to clear because I know that there are people who are watching where ads not quite cleared yet. So I am waiting a bit and posting my go lives in other places because I completely forgot. So as a heads up, we will be ending stream slightly. I might be in and out tonight. I'm testing Linux to show any VM while I watch. Yeah. Yeah. We are going to be ending a little early tonight because I have a thing at 9 sharp that I want to very desperately not to be late toward. So late toward. What am I saying? Jesus Christ. You get what I mean. So we will probably be rolling up a little bit earlier than usual. So I have time for that. Would you like an extra hint? I think I've got it. I appreciate you asking, but I think I got it. Let's see. Honestly, let's just be straight about it. Or get straight into it, whichever. Okay, hide that menu, come over here. Yeah, we're not wasting any time. Let's go run it up. Hey, Stubby. I know the game's missing. Give me 1 second. So yeah. Okay, you're welcome. Just wanted to make sure. I appreciate you looking out. Oh, Jamie's a Halloween Eve birthday. Okay. But yeah, so I know Cat Wizard is messing with like Linux distros. How's everybody else doing? Hopefully well. It has been tempting to go take Viper into ranked, but I don't know. I still feel like I'm not ready. Managing the stream helps. That's good to know. Yes. Oh yeah, it's real close. It's like here. Yeah. That's real close to have to get for that. That's so far. Oh yeah, that's a heck of a buffer to have to put in early. And like getting a Seismo off of that. Ooh, yeah. I don't know if there's any input tricks to try to get a Seismo off of. You have to do. Okay, it's doable. Yeah, nah. Yeah, okay, so then that wouldn't really even be worth it in that situation. It's much better to just do that if you think you're gonna hit. Yes. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1. I'll explain what I was doing in a second, just to kind of like get there. But the thing that I need to sort of feel out real quick is hitboxes on some of these moves. Yeah, it's just easier to do that if I'm gonna try fishing for hits. Just do like tiger knee. Yeah, that's easier. I'll explain what I was... Yeah, I did say I was going to explain what I was doing in a second. So, we talked about this the last time I had a Street Fighter stream, but the main thing that sets Crimson Viper apart from other characters in this game is the ability to do her high jump as well as high jump cancels. So, any cancelable normal that Viper has, so whether that's red or blue, can be canceled if you have at least one section of drive gauge into her high jump. And when you cancel into high jump, you can also, if you're fast enough, cancel the high jump into a special move. Part of this is that I am using input tricks on purpose to make this a little bit easier. But for example, right, Viper's standing heavy kick, normally, like, you can't, if you just do like a regular input for the command, it doesn't work. However, if you tiger knee, so if you look at my input a second ago, right, you'll see that what I did was I ended on like up back or up. It should be fine either way, but up back is easier because it makes sure that you actually get the rest of your quarter circle back input, for example. And I press punch, and what happens is I spend 1 gauge of drive meter, and if I do it quickly enough, what happens is that before the high jump takes place, I then cancel into Thunder Knuckle. However, the part that makes this difficult is that if my inputs are sloppy, right? In terms of like, I'm not hitting punch quickly enough, right? If I'm not hitting punch quickly enough, when I do it, then what happens is I get the high jump will come out, but the special move won't. So the reason why this is so important for Viper is because it does open up certain opportunities in terms of I can get this to like come out consistently anyway. It does open up certain opportunities for Viper to do things off of normals that she normally couldn't do, as long as you've got the drive gauge for it. The only thing that seems to be an issue is that I'm probably doing certain inputs too quickly. And that's why I'm getting that instead of Thunder Knuckle. So I've been trying not to worry too much about that stuff with Viper because it is very high execution to have to be dealing with right now. And instead I've been trying to just get more consistent at stuff like this. So the reason why this is so... But like as a skill, it is very important for Viper because then you get stuff like this, right? We're off of very seemingly teasing hits, right? you're suddenly all up in people's grill. Oh! Well, I don't think the low scoop will work in that situation, unfortunately. Yeah, not quite. What I could do? Then I wonder. Oh yeah, that's the trick. Okay, but that's if you. We have to have like the extra drive gauge for that, which is hard. You probably do. Yeah, there it is. They do. And you get the timing right. It'll be tricky. Oops. Wrong one. Because the only thing that's unfortunate about that is that, like, you can, the main thing I was trying to, like, think about that for is mostly for, I also finally got that one driving back to be both sides. Yes! That is one of the things that people tend to neglect the most. That is one of the things that people tend to neglect the most when they're first starting out. Like learning both sides, like learning how to do something on both sides of the screen is very important. Yeah. And then FA3 after that probably works, right? Pocket. So if you have the meter, it's like pop for SA2, and then do the other one for SA2. Like hang on. Wrong one. Wrong one. Again. Gotta slow down. Too slow. You wanna do it? So the thing I'm trying to do here, to be specific, is I'm trying to clean up this input a little bit so I can do that consistently. And then if I did the super input too early. There we go. Got it. Not bad. Like, wait, I can add this at the end of that route? Yep. That is always a good sign in lapping, because it means that you're starting to understand the toolkit. Comprehensively. And that's the important part, right? Right? When you start to grasp things, you're like, oh yeah, I could do it like this, right? That means that you're starting to sort of get your brain around the rest of the toolkit, right? Like in my case, knowing, in particular for me, the aha moments are mostly things like, oh, right. So when it comes to stuff like this, right? It's mostly a matter of like, oh yeah, if I just do X thing or Y thing, I can clean up this input in such a way that makes it easier to get this thing to show up. The only thing I wish I could... Yeah, the only thing that I know, even then it's not really worth it, unfortunately. Oh! Huh. That's unexpected. So holding the input does make it a little bit... Okay, right, that's true. I forgot about that. If you hold it, it makes it a little easier. So, I wonder. No, not quite. Doesn't work for that much as I wish it did. So the main thing that I'm trying to math out right now is just to try to feel out how I can manage to get oh. Okay. Okay. That's the part that I was missing. Alright. Okay, so I'll explain what's going on here in a second. So, the thing I was having trouble with a second ago, I've been trying to figure out how to do get, because the main thing about a high jump cancel, right? The simple input for high jump is either just down up very quickly or down up forward, right? So if we're going to use numpad notation, if you do 2.8 or 2.9, right, you get a high jump. So for high jump cancels, what this practically means is, right, you can do stuff like, if you do, for example, standing medium kick, and then you do 2-1-4, like 2-1-4-7, which is like a quarter circle back and then ending it up back, you still get you still get the high jump cancel, right? But by doing it as a 2-1-4 and then doing it, that's how I'm able to cheat, sort of, and get, and how I'm able to do in one motion the jump cancel. You can tell because it's a little hard to see, but Viper's heels glow when she's about to do a high jump. So, provided that I'm cleaning up with my inputs, then off of like a standing medium, off of a standing medium kick or a crouching medium kick, provided that I do the buffer quickly enough, for example. It's a little difficult, and it's not something I expect to be able to do all the time. But if I do the quarter circle back input and then end on a 7 or an 8, right, then provided I've got the drive gauge, then even from like one of Viper's best poking tools, I've got Thunder Knuckle as an option to follow up and do whatever. Why Viper is so dangerous. However, I was getting stuck when I was trying to do the same thing with quarter circle forward motions for things like burning kick. It turns out that mostly it's just that if I do the motion correctly, interesting. I thought I did it, but apparently I don't. So, double tapping the input makes it slightly more likely to come out if I do the buffer. And the reason why is because it's easier to do, obviously, from like a standing medium punch or something, because, well, no, I'm getting the standing version, but not the actual. There we go. Yeah, so when I double tap, during the cancel, I'm more likely to get it, but it's a little rough still. So I'm probably not going to stress that too much. Because it's easy to do the tiger knee. It's easy to do the tiger knee for it, like standing still. But it seems that for whatever reason, there we go. It's mostly about the delay, I think. So the trick is that for Viper, right? Whether or not you're getting this or this, you can tell by the cry that she makes, but also it's about the trajectory, right? That was a standing burning kick, right? And I can tell because Viper went straight up afterward, right? Here, because Viper fell, that was a tiger knee burning kick, which is just this one except from a forward jump, right? And the reason why this matters so much is because tiger knee burning kick usually, right, especially off of like high jump cancels, lets you cross people up. And it's not like a thing that I'm trying to like master right now. But it is a tool in the toolkit, you know what I mean? So, while I'm not worried about trying to master it right this second, because it is really hard, and I'm also trying not to, like, you know, break my hands open or anything.
Yes, I'm fine. No, I don't need backup.
Here comes a new challenger.
So it is a skill to learn about, but not one I'm looking to master right away. Oh, shucks, I forgot to switch off of Elena.
Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round one. Fight. Let's get it.
How'd I miss that? Crying shame. I meant to switch to VIPER and I forgot, so my fault. Whoops. It's not gonna kill, but it's gonna do damage, and that's really what I want. Because I didn't want to use Elena for casual matches, I wanted to use VIPER. If I'm gonna play Elena, I'm gonna play her in ranked. Because I feel more comfortable with Elena, so I don't mind like playing Elena in ranked, but I don't, as a rule, I do not play characters in ranked until I feel like I have a better sense of like the way that the toolkits work. Just because what happens is that, at least for me, this is the way I feel, right? One thing I really enjoy about the Street Fighter Supers is how many of them end up smushed, pushing up against the camera. It is, as the stream title says, tonight is VIPER Casuals. I'm not really trying to go into ranked with VIPER yet, and I wasn't intending to pick Elena. I was doing ranked with Elena the other night, and I forgot to switch it back afterward, and that's why. Also, hi, Cookie Mom. Nope. Oops, I didn't mean to put myself in the corner. Yeah, that's fair. Good throw. I gotta be careful. Yeah, no, I'm got.
Sacrifice yourself. Round two. Fight.
Yeah, that's fair. That's the only thing that's like, and that's the thing about Viper in particular is that because of the way that they sort of set up for normals, Viper cannot really just do like a casual howdy do as far as like, oh yeah, I hit crouching medium crouching medium kick, and then I do drive rush cancel. She has to use crouching medium punch for that, which basically means that unlike a lot of other characters who can just like who can do like the threat from that, like Viper cannot do that. Right? Like when it comes to Viper, she has to if you're gonna get anything off, you technically spend less to convert off of like her crouching medium kick, but it means that you can't do stuff unless you like do other investiture. You can't yeah, good though. Yeah, good bait. So yeah, like a lot of other characters, like Akuma did it to me, right? If you hit with the crouching medium kick with a lot of other characters, then you can go like lol, drive rush cancel, and then kind of go from there, right? Viper can't do that. However, right? So it's a little bit more difficult to make that work for her. Good bait. That's not safe, unfortunately. Yeah, sometimes if you can't drive impact back, the best thing that you can do against that's fair, I suppose. The best thing you can do against the drive impact if you cannot drive impact back is just to drive parry it. Even if you don't get like a perfect parry, at least if you're near the corner, you didn't get wall splatted. And that's kind of the important part. Good throw. Ooh, that was fucking sick, that kick though. No. Hatsu. Nope. Nah. Good throw. Yeah. It's one of the things that I do wish I was slightly better at is getting a better sense for anticipating when people are going to maybe try to do strike throw. I'm really terrible at that. I have a bad habit of mashing on wake up, which means that like a lot of the time if people are playing their distances right, I'll get like suckered by a throw or something. That was good. Or like I'm mashing buttons when it's not my turn and then I wake up into a jab like that and I suffer for it. There. Nah, that was a good call on their part. I made a hard gamble there. If they done wake up super R1, I would have died. If they managed to get enough drive gauge back in time to do Wake Up OD Shoryu, I would have died. But I was willing to take the bet that they weren't going to be able to react in time. Wasn't watching my toes.
You're in for a shot. Hold still. See ya.
Oops. Unfortunate.
VIPER wins.
If they'd done Super Art 2 on their part, I would have Super Art 1 or Super Art 2. I wouldn't have lost, but I would have eaten shit trying to stay in. So
Round one.
yeah, I'm gonna have to watch out for that. So you saw how I got hit by that low kick at the drive rush? Viper can't do that. But it's understandable why she can't, because she has a lot of tools that are really good at like mid-range control that I just happen to not be really good at using yet. Oops. There we go. Baited. Because a lot of what I've been doing when they've been burned out like that, I've been aggressing with something on Wake Up. So I can't say for sure that I knew that they were going to throw something, but I was like, they might this time. So it might be to my best benefit to wait or to bait something rather than immediately rushing in afterward to try to like force some shenanigans. Good jump. Yeah, that's good. No. That's my own fault. I was being a little silly, so I got caught. Etc, etc. Yeah, dude. Uh-huh. Didn't want to do that. I wanted to dash cancel it. Good throw. Yeah, chop. Yeah, and the annoying thing about like drive rush cancel from that crouching medium kick. It's really hard to challenge. Didn't want to do that. I just wanted to do, yeah. And that's why they do that a lot of the time too, because my main suspicion is that aside from like getting the angle up on the throw, the main idea is that, you know, if I'm gonna like try to drive impact afterward, I'm gonna get caught by the throw instead. Which is a pretty sensible way of doing it. So basically to get around like that, aside from the fact that I just have to be very careful about like not getting caught by the crouching medium kick, which is easier said than done. Because it is one of Akuma's longer buttons, so it's one of those things where it's like, right, avoiding it is easier said than done. So we're getting there, but it's a little rough. Because the main thing is that this Akuma is very good at like kind of like watching their spacing. And I wind up in a situation a lot where I'm, ooh, that was good. Yeah, and I keep getting caught by pick those a lot because I'm not really sure when to expect them. No. God damn it, I messed up. If I hadn't dropped it, I would have gotten the kill, but I dropped it because I think I did the other crouching heavy punch too slow. I dropped it. It's just me. You gonna do it or you gonna leave? Make up your mind. Yeah, this Akuma. Not that I'm mildly annoyed by the fact that they let the timer get to that point before deciding if they want to play or not. Like, make up your mind. And it is also, I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose, but it does have the side effect as a psychological tactic of making me anxious. It's like, are we gonna keep going or what? So what is the answer to that? This Akuma doesn't like to jump either, so. I want to be careful about how much I jump to. Yeah, like this is a little annoying. And like I said, I don't think they're doing it on purpose necessarily, but it does. Yeah, I'd let them push me back, even if I've been getting single hits. I should have done that. So they checked me with the jab first to see if they could get time to cancel. Atsuzanko. Yeah, why'd I miss a button there? Nope. They checked me with the light pick first. Because even though they couldn't cancel directly, light kick recovers fast enough that. Yeah. So the thing about Akuma in particular is that while some of his buttons look like they're really short range, his movement speed is pretty good. So it's very easy for him to micro adjust and kind of put himself in the right spot if you're overextending. And then how you get hit with like a standing medium punch or a standing heavy punch or some shit, and it's like, oh, okay. Guess he's starting the party now.
Stay out of my business.
Round one. Fight.
Yeah, that's fair. So, the main thing is that, like, I am not going to be able to out-threaten Sagat in a game of who's got the longer normals. Like, that shit's not happening. I didn't want that to be OD. I didn't want that to be OD Seismo at all. I didn't want that to be OD size though, but I made it work. So yeah, trying to like out. Basically, I would say that Chun-Li is maybe the only character in this game that can outpoke Sagat, and even then you have to be very careful about how you approach that. Because mostly, the main thing with Sagat is that like he doesn't have like bad lows, but they don't lead to a lot either. So if he's checking you with lows a lot, unless he's getting like counter hits or like drive rush hits or certain circumstances like that, it's very difficult for him to like convert those into meaningful action, kind of, right? Like a lot of Sagat's... Yeah, it's plus as fuck. Yep. So yeah, it's like Sagat does have like threatening life and things like that. Oops. Yeah, if you hadn't fucked that up, that would have been easy SA3 off of the Nope, that's my fault. Ooh. Thank goodness that Sagat didn't throw the faster high tiger shot, or I would have been hit. I would have been hit like right away. Good jump. So yeah, like you can use Viper's seismic hammer as like a way of like stuffing people who are trying to like just like do projectile bullshit. But you do have to be very deliberate about like when you throw it out, because if people anticipate it, as you saw, they'll just jump it. Which is why, like, occasionally, right, as you sort of... I need to stop mashing buttons on wake up. That's plus. And as you can see, right, like, you still have certain limitations, right? I still could have made that work, but I was trying not to burn meter, so that's what I was scared of. So yeah, as you can see, right, the main thing about like Sagat having high tiger shot like that is that it encourages you to duck, so you fuck up and get hit by like heavy tiger knee, and you're and he's like plus for 6 billion years, but you try to work around that. I need to be careful about that because I'm getting pushed back. Yeah, that's my fault. I made that too obvious. Tiger. Tiger. No, damn it! I didn't drop it that time, bro. Let me take those. I did not drop it at the most crucial point. And I am grateful for that. That's what we call that good shit. 729. Okay. So. But yeah, like as long as I'm doing stuff like this, like I don't want to carry. I don't want to bring VIPER to ring while I'm still doing stuff like that. Nope. Nope. I messed up the timing. Me. Tiger. Tiger, 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 tiger. Yeah, and now I got them scared to do it, which is gonna make it hard to kind of like crack, to sort of like crack through. Ooh, yeah. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Oops. Tiger. So yeah, like basically the most effective way around high tiger shot is you just duck it. Right? You just have to duck. Here. Yeah, that was good. Knee. Good cross up. Tiger, tiger. Low tiger shot. Good jump. Because they didn't want to get hit by a drive impact. Ruin their whole day. Hi, Shake It Looks thinking if you win because hi, Sapira. Thank you for the encouragement. I appreciate it. Nah, that wasn't gonna work. I was trying to be cute. Alright, there we go. Now you're getting clever. Yep, good overhead. That's my fault. I was pressing that button there when I shouldn't have. Yeah, good one. Me. Yep. Tiger. Yeah, it's not always on purpose. Like when I'm DIing, and I usually wind up like DIing against an air normal. It's very deliberately usually that I was DIing something and I wasn't expecting somebody to jump. Like that's pretty much it. Like it's not that like, oh, I see them jumping and I DI. It's that I DI, but then they jump and then I'm like, well, fuck me. Usually anyway. Yeah, that's my fault. Okay, no, that time 100%. That's my fault. That time I might have just been autopiloting the DI because I was expecting like that kind of situation, right? Sometimes I'm expecting, oh, they're gonna stay on the ground. They're like, nope, they jump instead. It's like, well, oops. Usually that's what happens. Like, you can do that all you want. Like, I'm not gonna duck. Whoops. I meant to actually actually do heavy thunder knuckle, and I was asleep and didn't do it correctly. That's my fault. Yep. Why was I pressing buttons when I was the one knocked down? I should know better than that by now. Okay. Yeah, good. That's fair. Alright. Yeah. One of the unfortunate things that I have sort of like lost my sense for, yeah. I have sort of like lost my sense for, there we go. There we go. Damn it. There we go. Just took my time and slowed down the inputs a little. I just have to take my time and slow down the inputs a little. Make sure I didn't drop that. And take those. Oops. Tiger. That's fair. Good throw. Plus as fuck. Not that time though.
Round 2. Fight.
Cool your jets. Stay up.
Not an ideal position to be in. Yep, fair. Mm-hmm. Ooh! Yeah, cooked now. Yeah, so like you'll notice that when Sagat, this Sagat in particular, likes to do drive rush. Like whenever they're using crouching light kick and it's not a check in some other form, it's usually off of like a drive rush because that's really the only way that Sagat makes his blows super threatening aside from just like deterrence. I meant to try to like cancel that. Tiger. Good throw. Tiger. Yeah, you see. Ah. Nah, that might kill. Ah, fuck! Maybe if I'd done that and put a little bit lower, I would have been able to get the cross-up hit and knock them down and do like a Seismo with the chip, maybe. Or like Seismo feint. No point worrying about it now. Yeah, see how the Sagat keeps going for that low after the drive rush? Again, like that's the main way that he makes that threatening. Good. Good throw. Okay, may just go back to mint anyway, whatever. Okay, well, hopefully that works out. Tiger, Tiger. Okay, nope. No. Tiger, Tiger. Yeah, that's fair. Knuckle. Good sweep. Tiger, Tiger. I messed up after the Seismo. Seismo SA, like Seismo into any super art would have killed there. But I was... The main thing is that, like, basically all of Viper's supers can hit off of a seismo depending on the distance. So it's one of those things where I was hesitating. I couldn't figure out which one to use. Me. Yeah, if I could get every one of those jump ins like a heavy thunder knuckle, that'd be ideal. I have to figure out what I want to do for meaties. Because the thing is that, like, if I have... Or I should check how plus I am. Because that might be the other thing. Because I'm like, I'm getting... Or it just might be that it's just that I have to, like, do a different answer to deliberately fuck with people who are trying to, like, do jab wake-ups. Yeah, there we go. Stop doing that. But now I have to watch out for that, because at some point they're probably going to stop trying to do jab checks on wake up. Maybe. Or maybe they won't. We'll see. Yeah, that wasn't... I messed up the meaty timing. But even if I hadn't, I would have gotten hit by that, because it's strike and ball. Tiger. Good throw, but you can't do much after that. You got the tiger. Yeah, that's fair. Stop doing that. Okay, so they're not gonna learn it all. I don't think. I may have to do it like 6 times before they actually stop doing it. Or they're done. That's fine. Okay, so that's the answer. I get it now. So basically, to explain the thought process I'm having there, the main thing that I was trying to figure out was mostly, okay, what do I do if somebody is trying to, like, jab me on wake up, right? Like, I'm on top of them and they want to, like, jab during my wake up to try to, like, stuff me or whatever. The answer is Burning Kick, because it puts me high up enough that, like, you know, Seismo. Alright. Oops. Nah, you're good. So yeah, if you watch this Viper player, you can probably see like a lot of the things that, like, you know, Viper players do. Oh, that was good. Clever. Good Thunder Knuckle. Yeah, so that they're doing right there, they're doing crouching heavy punch, heavy thunder knuckle, and then fainting to heavy thunder knuckle. It's like +6 on block if you do that. So it's not like a bad tool at all, right? As you can see, right, it lets you sort of like force out a button in a situation where normally it might be a bad idea to try. The main reason why I don't bother is not because I think it's bad, but just because it's not something I have like the skill set to like fully put together yet. So I'm not trying to rely on it just yet. Good throw. Too slow. And because they tried to do OD Seismo, the thing that wound up doing was that it kept them on the ground. So my regular Seismo had time to go off. So yeah, like the feints and everything. So this is not me saying like, oh yeah, you shouldn't learn like how to do feints and stuff with Viper at all. Like that's probably admittedly, and that's the thing I always knew was gonna hold me back. That it's like I don't have a lot of that down yet. And it's not that it's bad by any means, right? It's just that it's like it takes a very specific sort of like. You gotta practice that a lot, and I haven't. It's not something I've had time to practice a lot. Good reset. That's fair. I'm cooked now. That's fair. Nope. Punished. Good. Yeah, and that's the other thing about like the feints, right? They're good. But the main thing about them that you have to kind of like be aware of, I wanted to dash cancel that, and I just didn't dash correctly. Oof. I had to burn a little to make that work, but it's okay. The important thing is that I got the kill. Yeah, so like as you see there, like the feints can be useful for like for getting a chance to put out a faster button in a block string so that you can like stuff people that are trying to max out of things, right? And you can force trade that way, but you have to be relatively confident about landing a button for the feint in the first place and stuff like that, and I'm not. That's not my thing. Yeah. If I hadn't dropped the combo, I would have still been in burnout. It might have been a thing where I would have really benefited maybe from saving that a little bit longer. So. Yeah, good one. Nope, that's my fault. Shouldn't have done that. I might have been able to punish that, but I would have to be acted correctly. And there's no guarantee I actually would have done that. If I'd had more health, well no, even if I had more health, if I tried to DI that, I think I would have probably still gotten punished. So... If I hadn't hesitated after that Thunder Knuckle, I could have gotten the kill without having to risk that. I made it work, but that was a little risky. When I got that little scoop with the electric hands, I could have canceled into Super R3 and gotten the kill. Like this, basically. But I didn't trust it. And I hesitated. And that would have killed. Because that's Super R3, so... Yeah, the thing that I think is kind of tricky about Viper is that because of the fact that, like, you have to spend super meter on, like, reversals if you're in, like, a really bad spot, it becomes very... It is sort of the same problem that Kimberly has, for example, right? Where it's like, Kimberly, like, you have to have meter for, like, reversals. And that's the nice thing about Burning King, right? Because of the fact that you can do it nearly at any point in Viper's jump arc, right? Provided that you understand, you know, the right spacings to do it. I don't think this will... Yo. Wow. 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 It's casual match. It's casual match. It's casual match. Ayolev, you're a scrub. You're a super scrub. You're a scrub. It's casual match. What are you sweating for? It's casual match. That's so embarrassing. How embarrassing is that? That you get so pressed over getting caught out one time. Okay, I like this Crimson Viper already. You're correct. Exactly. Alright. See, unlike Crimson Vipers I lose to who have like, or unlike players I lose to who have like offensive names that get on my nerves, I could lose to this Viper and I wouldn't even be ashamed. I respect it. I messed up the input for that. That's what I was trying to do. Yep. Ooh, nice one. Unfortunate. Yeah, it was good. I need to stop jabbing on my wake up now, because that is causing problems. Ooh. I'll take the one and done from you. I accept it. With a name like that, you're allowed to have it. I'll let you have that. I'm not even upset. Go on ahead. Go on ahead. Go on ahead. You allowed that. You get that.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
Stay out of my
Alright, it's Sagat. Alright. Oh, it's the same Sagat I fought earlier. Yeah, they remember. Ooh, yeah, it was good. Me. Tiger. Yeah, they're pretty good at not pressing buttons at that particular juncture. That's fair. Good throw. Tiger. Yeah, that was fair. That's usually the way they've been doing this anyway. So I have to approach this a little differently. Tiger. There we go. Good throw, and now I'm in the corner. Knee. Yeah, that's my fault. Tiger. There we go. Tiger, tiger. Yep, good low tiger shot. Tiger. Yep, tiger. Yeah, okay, they are doing the same thing. Stop that! Good throw. Tiger.
VIPER wins! Round 1. Fight!
Okay, they stopped doing it. Good. Mostly, anyway. Yeah, you were too close. So the thing that the Sagat keeps doing that I would like them to stop doing is that if I knock them down and I have to be close, there you go. You're getting it now. Now I have to pick a different option. Oops. Knee. So the thing that they finally stopped doing is jabbing on wake up. Because I've been using burning kick to basically shut that shit down. Knee. Yeah, see, they're still doing it. After all, I thought that they'd stop, but mostly, I think it's just that they stop doing it when I'm far away, but not when I'm up close. I think. Okay, no, they have it more under control now, which is good. Because it means that if I do the burning kick, I have to spend more resources to make it safer. After the fact, nah, that was cute. We tried it. Tiger. Yeah, see, like when I'm up on them like that, they'll still do it. Which means I have to have some way of being able to get around that. Tiger. Yeah, see, like that. They'll do it there. So that's my fault. Okay, so I more or less know that if I make a show of walking up at them, they'll still try to jab out. So see, or even that actually. All right. Stop it. Me.
Round 2. Fight.
No. Stop doing that. Yeah. See, they more or less got the habit under control, but not quite. They keep assuming that when I'm walking up on them, that I'm not gonna, that I won't just like fucking burning kick them again or some shit, which they should really stop doing. Knee. And I need to stop mashing after like the tiger knee, and they like drive rush on me or something. I should really stop mashing. Like that. Right? Like when they're already up close to my face, I should really stop doing that. Every time I choose to drive in pack, not every time, but a lot of them, people just jump a lot. Either because I make it too obvious that I'm doing it, or I'm just picking terrible times. No. There you go. You're finally starting to get it. Tiger, tiger. Knee. Tiger. Yeah. Safety out of that drive rush, that low kick, helps check a lot of the other things that I would do to like make Sagat stop doing nonsense. And I also have to be careful about that drive rush standing medium punch because that's plus as fuck, and it's very easy to get blown out by that. Tiger. I reacted too slow with the thunder. I was thinking about doing Thunder Knuckle, but I went too slow. Nope, that's fair. So the main thing with Sagat is that if he's throwing meaties with his standing light or crouching light punches, again, Sagat is a long motherfucker. So it's one of those things where stop doing that. Good throw. Fuck. That's fair. Mostly they're just out of range of like a lot of the stuff I was trying to do. Me. Yep. Yep, that's fair.
As expected.
Yeah, they're still doing it when they're close, or when I'm close. Okay, there you go. OD Tiger Uppercut. Like, finally, yeah, like, start presenting things that make me scared. Like, yeah, you gotta start presenting things that make me scared to, like, try to do that shit. Like, do something. Thank you for responding with something to make me think. Didn't want to do that. Me. Tiger. Cat started this in something nice to say. Me. Knuckle. No. Me. No. Me. Alright, backed up, so let's go. Tiger. Good. Ooh. Yeah. The tiger cannon while I was burned out was really good. Because if I had less health, I would have literally just died from chip damage.
A new warrior has entered the ring! Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
No, chill out. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, Ryu. Let's see, Hadouken. No, chill out. You're good.
Cool your jets.
Round two. Fight.
Hold still. See ya. As expected. Cool your jets. Eat it.
So, yeah, pop. But unfortunately for him, that was his super art. I mean, Ryu doesn't need super art 3 to do damage necessarily, but Ryu did burn like his biggest damage just now. I know, I messed up. Yeah, now I'm in a really bad checkmate situation. Yeah. If I had done jab jab, but if I hadn't done drive rush and had just done drive impact after I checked reuse drive impact, I would have DI'd him back and been able to put my way out of the corner at least.
Hold still. Eat it.
Now I gotta give up those jumps. Ooh, yeah, that's good. Hadouken. I was about to say, it's a lot of flying, buddy. You gotta be careful about that.
Round two. Fight.
Eat it.
Yep, fair.
Cool your
I messed up the input. Oof.
VIPER wins. Round 1.
Hey, hey.
Hold still.
Round 2.
Ooh.
Fight.
I've been using too much drive gauge by accident. I don't... This might kill. I would like it to, but it might not.
You can stay down.
And in that case, right, like, I theoretically should have been a little bit more careful if I was putting my jabs, because Ryu could have chosen balance with Super R3 at any particular moment, and I would have been eating a lot of shit, to be honest with you. But it is also very difficult to, depending on the situation anyway, to pull out Super R3 under duress like that. And that is an important part of the psychological battle too, right? I messed up and I did the wrong thing.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, yeah, it's fair. Oh god, the roll. Good throw.
VIPER wins.
We have time for a couple more.
Round 1.
I messed up the input on the sides, bro.
Round 2. Fight.
Good throw. Hey, Tiny. Hello. How you doing? Hopefully well. Ooh, yeah, good throw. Ooh! Good throw. Yeah. Ryu has been getting steadily stronger in this game since Season 1. And it is a scary fucking thing to witness. Oh. I'm doing well. Aside of seeing my people feeling the don't be shitty, the back of the challenge once again, I'm having a great day where I had homemade iced coffee. Take those. Natural humors for your coffee will make the coffee taste better. Yeah, no, I tried to grab Ryu out of that, and I got cooked the way I deserved. Nah, that was the one thing I shouldn't have done. That was the one thing I should not have done. That was funny though, my guy went really hard on the donkey kick. He believed. Oh right, yep. Whenever Ryu has meter for OD, that's real dangerous, because if you try to drive impact most of his stuff when he has meter for overdrive, then what happens is that he'll do that, do OD fireball, and then, you know, bust it. Not the move I wanted. But it's my own fault, because my dash cancel inputs are they're not good. So that's why I'm having issues with that. And that's on me. That's at least a good 50 to 60%. I'm not dead, but it hurts a lot. Maiko. Damn it, if I hadn't dropped Super Art 3, I just didn't do the input clean. That's all it was. I didn't do the input clean, and that's why that dropped. Otherwise, that would have been a kill. It's my own fault.
Hold still. Cool your jets.
Yeah, that's fair. Nah, that good call. Sure you. Yep. Yeah, Ryu made pretty much all the right calls there, and I was being a doofus trying to press buttons when I had no business doing that. No, that was not the wrong button to press there, but I didn't try to even check like a drive impact afterwards. I didn't believe. Alright, I need to be careful because this Ryu's trying to get me to join him in the jump in the bounce house. I don't need to do that. Ooh, fair. I started jumping to match that for you. I was like, I don't have to join you in the bounce house. I can just chill out and be right where I'm at. I don't have to do that. Why am I doing that? Ooh, I was just out of range. Punish that. Too fast. Ooh, but wasn't able to get follow. I couldn't stop that unfortunately. Hadouken. So the thing to take a note of with drive parry, because I think it's something important that a lot of people probably don't quite get right. Oh wow, that did float me high enough for that. The thing is that with a drive parry, if you do not get a perfect parry, the block stun data for something that you just do a normal parry on is still the same as if you just normally blocked it. So just because you perfect parried a move that is normally plus, it doesn't mean that very suddenly, like, oh, like, how do I explain it, right? Like, Ryu's heavy Hashogeki. When he says Hashogeki, and it's 2 hits instead of 1, like, that's still plus even if I do a normal parry on it. Like, if I get, like, that. Damn it. Like, that's basically, like, or like heavy Hashogeki if you're planning on like shutting it down like hardcore. Like, drive impact is basically the way. Did Tatsu, but now we switch sides. Okay. You can't get upset if it works. Yeah, no, the Ryu is just letting the free flag fly, and I respect it. That's my own fault. I did that too high. And now I died for it. That's my fault. I got too antsy. And that's why I got fucked up. Alright. Oh, that does work. That's sick. I didn't think that was gonna work, and it did.
This is my chance.
Yeah, that's fair. I got greedy. Doing it twice is what got me there. If I'd done it once and let it be, I would have maybe been. I can't say with any confidence. Ooh. Ryu, I understand why you did that because you thought you had the heart of the cards with you, but nah, blood. That's fair. Yeah, that's my fault. All right, we get one more with this person, and then I got a dip. Yeah, no, they're going wild for real. Like, come on. That's the plus. Good throw. Nah. He didn't have the health for that. I respect that. But one, I did it with couching heavy punch. Two, stop doing that. Now you're just being silly. I was about to say, if you don't... Ah, fuck. I should have done OD. I should have done OD burning kick afterward, and it would have been a guaranteed hit. Because I would have been able to like raw do it. That's my fault. But now I have the super meter advantage at least. Yeah, that's my fault. I should have done that there. Bop, bop, bop. Hello. No, I need to be careful about jumping when he's just crouching like that. That's plus. That's not though. Yeah, I tried to meaty and I got blown up for it like I deserved. That nose flick and the look back. Alright. Anyway. Alright, y'all. I had a good time. However, I need to be looking about getting out of here. So, thank y'all for coming by the stream. I appreciate it. This Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, will be our next Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition stream. Please come by if you can. As you can see up there, I've got blog stuff that you can read for game design, article insights. Stream vlogs are from YouTube. Ko-Fi if you want to support me in the stream but don't want to get money to Amazon or Jeff Bezos. There will be a thing going up on Ko-Fi for November. So keep an eye out for it. My phone, you can do anonymous gift giving over there, and my card has my social media links. Community. All right, good news. Good news that everybody here probably knows already, but just to be safe. Community is in the founding cohort of the Game Design Feature Lab, which is an initiative run by NYU's Tandon School of Engineering. I'm part of an incubator, basically, and we are doing super game dev thing, bros, you know? So please support us in that. You will hear me talking about it much more now that I can actually talk about it. Pardon me. That does impact my ability to stream to a certain extent. Wednesday streams will probably still be on and all that, but they may be a little bit what's it called? Maybe a little bit later than usual because I have to account for travel time back from the Future Lab to home on Wednesdays and Fridays usually. If I'm already at GDFL 3 days in the week, then and one of those days is Friday, then stream will probably start on normal time. But otherwise, maybe a little late depending on the stuff. I may shift the hours too, but we'll see about that. I do want to raid somebody this time because we skipped out on raiding people the last couple of times, and I would like to not do that this time. I feel like I should just pass on the love. I know where we're going. We're gonna raid.
Like, oh god, that was even satisfying. Fuck it, I gotta kill some more.
I know y'all can hear me through this. Let me turn this off real quick. We're gonna go raid Vito. He is currently doing some horror game stuff, I think. Playing Paranormacite: The Seven Mysteries of Honjo. So we're gonna go hang out with them while they're doing that. SJH does raids, the raids message, let them know who sent you. I'm probably gonna have to do the raid and run because I need to go make it to this thing that I'm doing. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask if you go outside, be excellent to each other, but not to bigots, racists, turfs, sexists, anti-queer folks, or fascists. That's pretty much the deal. Black Lives Matter, trans rights and reproductive rights are human rights. Palestine, Sudan, the Congo, New Caledonia, and Haiti must all be free. None of us are free till we're all free. Take care of each other, look after each other in all the basic ways that you can. Let's go jump scare Ryudo. Throw in your favorite emotes behind the raid message. Next stream, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday. Wednesday is the next game dev stream, ideally. But I think we're trying to knock out a couple more shoot lancer things before I'm able to show you some new stuff. And then Friday, more game dev. Not more game dev, God. More fighting games and stuff. Probably with VIPER. I may be ready to take VIPER to ranked by next Friday. Maybe not. We'll see. Alright, y'all. I'll catch you. Enjoy your time with Vito. Deuces.